It looks different.
It does.
Some people talk about a chiropractor. Well, you got to go see my husband.
It's a video.
For the video? I mean, I couldn't even walk away. I couldn't even have a cup of coffee without our first is we played Montauk Down. Hello, Diane.
Hey, Jay.
Now you live in Vermont, you say it's cold.
I'd like to introduce Ed Thompson. He's the current principal of Smithtown East, and I didn't realize we would get into knock them together louder. Yes, sir. Come on up then. You guys must be old. I'm talking loud. This is Mr. Ed Thompson. He's the current principal of Smithtown East. He has really surprised me with the turnout with the bull and the students, and I sincerely appreciate it. And take it away, Mr. Thompson.
Anytime. You can see that our students love being here. We have some leadership students that are going to be coming in. Leadership is a class here. It's a social studies class, and they kind of, I'll say this before they come in, they kind of run the building. I am supposed to run the building, but they run the building. We do have 2 high schools in the district now. East was actually, as you know, because you were here, was the first. Well, actually, I think the first high school was New York Avenue, it was K through 12, and then they built Smithtown Central, which we're in. And you can see there's a lot more to Smithtown Central than when you were here. We have a new part of the building which is out. I guess we used to have like there used to be like a bus circle there, but that's the new part of the building. Then we call the new part of the building. It was built in 1969. And first, before I say that, I want to introduce. I guess everybody has seen Mr. Waterford. I have not met you yet.
Watford.
Thank you for coming. And Mr. Mastrangelo, who was an industrial arts teacher and ended up becoming a principal over in West. This building, this school district is exceptional. I'm sure it was back in '64, but I just want to give you a couple highlights of what's been happening here. Last year, just to give you an example, our graduation rate was 99.34.
Wow.
Okay, one of the highest. All right, we challenge ourselves, our students when they come in, and on the 27th, we'll have a class in 2018 coming in to do their little thing, the show that around too. They'll be sitting right in the seats that you're sitting, 430 strong.
Wow.
And remember, that's half of Smithtown because West has 430 coming into their building too for freshmen. So they'll be here. We'll be talking about that. So we challenge them every year to try to get to that 100%. And these days with Common Core and things getting more harder and harder for people to graduate, 99.34 is exceptional, and that's what's happening here. It's an exceptional place. West was just up there too, so it's all, we try to keep everything together. I consider Mrs. John Cody, who's the principal over at West, we're partners. We kind of try to keep everything together as much as possible. It's a little difficult sometimes when you have 2 high schools in a district because everybody wants things to stay the same. I keep telling people, listen, think about twins. We are fraternal twins, we're not identical. Okay, so fraternal twins, things are a little bit different. I have a set of fraternal twins, I know, but we're not identical twins, and that's the way we kind of deal with High School East and High School West. Couple things that else happened last year. I apologize, I know it's warm in here. We've been trying to get air conditioning in here for probably since 1964. And it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. One year we'll get that. Couple of things that, just to highlight, last year alone, we had Suffolk County Championships in girls golf, and a couple of our girls golfers in here. One I know. Okay, they're very good. Suffolk County Championship in boys lacrosse, and Suffolk County Championship in girls volleyball. Consistently, that happens year after year after year. Anybody ever hear the Intel Science?
Yeah, science fair.
Okay. Eventually, it gets to the top 40. If you're an Intel finalist, you're a top 40, not in Long Island, not in New York, but in the United States of America. Since we've opened up since 2005, 2006, we've had a finalist or a semifinalist, and sometimes two, every single year. Okay, so academically, we're above and beyond where we should be too, which is very good. Did you have Decker back then? It was a business club? Okay, it's very big. Decker's a very big thing in New York State right now. For the past 5 years, Smithtown High School East has had the largest Decker program in New York State. All right, and that's just a testament to our students that want to get involved. You're going to meet a couple of our leadership students. We have about 50 every year. It's probably harder to get into the leadership class than it is to the National Honor Society. Okay, and yes, the person in the vault is a leadership student also. And there's a person in there? She is not going to, he's going to remain in character the whole time. Okay, he's very excited about this. And just think about it. If you're hot now, just imagine what he is right now. So, you know, high school, Smithtown High School East and West, you really should be proud of where you came from. Okay, and we're proud of you. We want to hear some stories from you, so if you have stories to tell us too, we want to hear about it. All the good stories. And the other stories, you know, that maybe the students can hear back and tell me later. We challenge the kids that this is their building. All right? Leave your mark in your building. You'll see when we take the tour that everybody that graduates gets to put their handprint on the wall since we opened up again as a high school 9 years ago. But we say, okay, you're going to leave your mark that way, but how else are you going to leave your mark? Our kids, you'll see some artwork. You'll see some projects, beautification projects. They put programs together. They really take ownership of the school. And that's why we see that, you know, how well education is going here. And trouble for it's the year I started kindergarten. It is probably different than when you went to school here. That's why we're interested in hearing some stories from you too. I know, like, one of the things they talked about all the time back then was something called, I don't even know if it was here back then, when you guys were there, was the pit. And the pit was right outside where people used to, you remember, right? People used to smoke and smoke and smoke and smoke. I can tell you for the past 6 years, we haven't had one incident of students smoking on campus. Okay, that's things that are changing too. That's because of education and what we're doing with that also. That's probably very different than what you're used to. I'm sure you walked into bathrooms in 64 and maybe got into smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That was a hallmark. I got in a fight.
Right? What's the status of the chess team? The status of the chess team. It's a chess and ping pong club now. Okay? It's kind of something that has gone to the wayside a little bit. It's a club, and it's combined with ping pong. Unfortunately, for the past couple of years, we've been getting less and less money to educate students, and unfortunately, one of the things that gets picked on is the co-curricular activities. So we have to do a lot of combining of clubs. So, you know, we do have a ping pong / chess club. Yes.
Nice
I don't know if it works. They're doing it.
Jay, you just got a close-up of your left ear.
From Main Street seems a lot shorter than what I remember. And they had a monstrous ESL program. Every school district didn't speak English.
Washington, every single one.
This was the office, wasn't it? Oh, you wouldn't know.
Boys wore a t-shirt, sure.
Yeah, this was, I think.
Almost like over the preparation, yeah. Like a practice running in the
Park does it, but they're the only ones that
Oh, how lovely. Wow. And you'll notice it's the bulls. As they come through the door.
Now, I was told that there was a stage here. Does anybody remember a stage here? With doors, dividing doors? There's a stage here? Yeah. There's no stage down there, right? There was a stage down there?
Well, in the Indian Nets, we're ready to go. Let's get out here.
I remember gymnastics, the parallel bars or the uneven parallel bars.
All of that. They finally put the horse.
It's great business. Oh, really? This is after
Oh, this looks the same.
It does, doesn't it? Newer.
It looks the same.
Yeah.
Except the floor is.
Yeah, that's what it's new.
But how many layers of polyurethane on this?
Alright, this is the only gym that was here in 64.
Yes.
I'm going to show you some the new gyms. I was told that there was a stage right here. And there was dividing doors. Okay, now they made it into a walkway.
This is where the
Third
gym.
For games.